Alright, howdy folks, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Gates of Hell. Today I wanted to showcase a bunch of different things, so instead of making like 7 different videos, I figured we could just make one big one that'll hopefully encompass the majority of the stuff I want to talk about today. First up, you might be wondering what these are. These are BMM Ketchins. There's a couple of variants of these in the Endsieg mod, which is what we are using today. I have a link down to it in the description below. Basically, they're these King Tiger-esque or maybe Panther-esque looking vehicles, but they're a lot smaller, and they're meant to be transporters. In this case, we have an APC variant, which has a lot of infantry room, as well as an MG42 in the front. But we also have this one, a version that doesn't have any room for infantry, short-barreled 75mm howitzer. So basically kind of like a light infantry shoots version. Now these can also all tow stuff, so you can actually tow, for example, this ammo crate, which is awesome. This is all part of the Endsieg mod, which is a mod that kind of looks at Gates of Hell and adds stuff that's like, hey, what if World War II didn't end in 1945, but say it continued on till 1946 or even 1947, adding a lot of prototypes and that sort of stuff to the game. Now, of course, this does currently work for Conquest. However, I believe it was originally a multiplayer mod. There's a lot of stuff in the works for the mod, so I don't really know what the developer has in mind. But, oh, we just got cruise shock. That's actually unfortunate. There's some anti-tank rifle dude. Oh, there he is. We just saw him. Can we get, we'll just lob a shell in the general vicinity. Oh, that was kind of off. Either way, there's a lot of stuff planned for the mod, and I actually plan to be making this a short Conquest series on the channel. So we'll be going through and hopefully experiencing some more of these rather unique looking things. In this case, it's the Ketchin. There's a bunch of small arms, armor. So we'll get to that in the near future in most likely different and ongoing videos. However, this is also kind of something I wanted to note, where the community update number 4, technically part 1, came out not that long ago, which added the Frontlines mode. Obviously very familiar with people who've played Assault Squad 2 in the past, where you have one team attacking and one team defending. Now this is not that, but I'm not playing Frontlines because this mod sadly doesn't work with Frontlines, at least not at the moment. I'm not sure if it ever will, but if it does, I will definitely give it a shot at the time. But for now, we are playing some more Conquest. Like I said, actually that's a huge blob of infantry. I wonder if we can get just one shell in there. Oh, there were just a bunch of partisans, but still, let's keep towing this ammo crate. I actually really like that. This ammo crate upgrade costs 0 points or research points in the Conquest menu. So if you're interested in having both an ammo supply, well, that's also can keep up with these Ketchins, but you don't want to have a truck and that costs money off the start, which you don't really have, or research points that you don't really have a ton of. This is a really cheeky way of kind of figuring this out. One of the main things was that first part, which came with Frontlines. It added like destructibility to a bunch of buildings. But, and this is something that I feel like people maybe read over, which was really easy to do because it was kind of just like shoehorned in at the very end of the announcement. But in just a few days, if everything goes to plan, I believe in late January, there's some sort of Steam Next Fest or some sort of Steam Fest either way. And the Gates of Hell developers wrote down that they wanted to introduce the new Soviet uniform overhaul during that fest. So what happened to the German uniforms in the past was only, I believe, a couple of months ago, where they overhauled all the German uniforms and they had somebody with a lot of experience and they had a lot of historical background and information and research went into this, and they tried making the German uniforms as accurate, within the game's limits, of course, as possible. Now, this overhaul had been said at a time this would happen to the Soviets and to the Finnish. Oh, that's a mortar? That's actually kind of annoying if that hits. Oh, if this hits the Ketchin, I almost called it a half track. It's not really a half track, it's a full track. Oh, armor. Do I even, I mean, it's not really armor. Do I have heat? Oh, that's okay, that's just is it a T-38? Or T-37 even? Okay, perfect. We have smoke in this thing, but I sadly doubt that it is Willie Pete smoke. That's a machine gunner. It was a machine gunner, not is. Okay, that's an anti-tank rifleman. Okay, actually we have thermal on this. This could be cool. I'm not sure how effective it's going. Oh, we can... Nah, it's not very useful. I guess I prefer the the regular. I kind of want to hit this anti-tank rifleman that's over there somewhere. Might be worth. I kind of wish that these things say they have a smoke launcher, but I'm not sure if I can actually use it. It would be really cool if we could use it, because I would charge forward with it right now. And I actually have some. Oh, there's a gun behind me. Uh-oh. Okay, this is actually bad. I probably wouldn't want to spend too much time here. Oh, there's another vehicle. Okay, I gotta be fast here. I gotta be fast. I'm using heat. I'm using heat. I know. It's not perfect. That should have been HE. We gotta disembark this. I gotta. Oh, no. I gotta get this gun knocked out. I don't know where it went. Oh, it's gonna be aiming at us. Then we missed. That's really bad. It just knocked out almost everyone inside of this vehicle. The good thing is we have this thing that... Oh, it's knocking out my... Oh, we got it. I gotta get this thing. I gotta move this forward. It's gotta reload first. Oh, this is really bad. We're getting massacred out here. Forward. Get these two guys off this. Jump back. Okay, now we have everyone jumping in this thing. Make sure we get some smokes out here. And we have a BTK. This is not a huge issue. It just got the crazy double machine gun thing going on. But at least we knocked that out. Kind of rude of the game to just bother... What, was that the medic who just went down? One of the medics. I had a medic assigned to each Ketchen as sort of a squad-based medic. And I guess he just got destroyed as one of the three guys. But I was getting a little overwhelmed with the stuff that was happening there. I guess we'll crawl up. 3 of the submachine gunners. This is already Jaeger squads, so they're mostly SMGs with a machine gunner, and I believe they have 2 or 3 riflemen. But we'll call over the medic. He will come and heal the one man who is still rescuable. We'll put the rest of these guys on this little fence, and then we'll push into the zone. Yeah, the Russians are getting there. This is what I meant to say. The Soviets are getting their own overhaul very soon. Allegedly in just... Ooh, that was a very risky shot with the medic running underneath. Allegedly in just a couple days. And when I say a couple days, it's the January 6th as I'm recording this. So we don't actually really 100% know for certain what's going to be inside of Community Update number 4 Part 2. We only know that there is going to be one, and that allegedly the Soviets are going to get their infantry overhaul in terms of skins. But yeah, we don't know what else is in there. So I'm not sure what to expect from it. There will be an article in the near future. So my idea was to have that covered in a video relatively soon. Whenever we obviously know more about it, I'll make a video on that. So while we're out here repairing a bunch of our tanks that we have captured and, well, actually destroyed, and now we're repairing them and capturing them, I do want to mention the following. Apparently, according to the developers themselves, Gates of Hell registered as one of the world's most, if not the most, played World War II RTT or real-time tactics games. This is obviously something they can look at using Steam charts or their own statistics with the most concurrent players. And apparently Gates of Hell is this track broken? Oh. Wait. Is that a bug, or did I actually... No, there's no... Is there a track missing over here? Oh, maybe it just got damaged, and I did end up repairing this. But that might just be a little bug. That's actually hilarious looking in a way, though. It is one of the most, if not the most played World War II real-time tactics game. Real-time tactics and RTS are slightly different. I am not 100% sure on the designation. And to be fair, Gates of Hell gets called an RTT and sometimes an RTS, depending on who is saying what. It's like, oh, this is a great RTS, or this is one of the best or most played RTTs in the world. Gates of Hell to me is kind of like a very in-between game, especially when I get to have massive battlefields with a lot of stuff that I have to keep track of at the same time. Whereas an RTT game, I think more of like Commandos, where I'm controlling like 6 or 7 guys. It's very cool to hear that Gates of Hell seems to be breaking records left, right, and center. We're going to be repairing some of these vehicles, and I guess we'll be right back with you. All right, while we are just getting ready and setting up for the incoming Soviet attack, I just wanted to quickly mention something. We have this PAW, which is short for Panzerabwehrwerfer. This is kind of a really weird design. Apparently actually made it to some frontline service, but this might be a little bit too much detail to go into in this video, though in a future video I actually would like to go into some of these weird designs, or just anything really from World War II. But this is one of the interesting ones because it's unknown, and this actually saw combat on the Western Front, where the Allies wrote up a report on the PAW 600. There was actually over 200 made, about 34,000 rounds of ammo were produced alongside with it. So we're going to see some combat, and we'll probably see the PAW 600 in action. On that note, we have dug in pretty effectively. To do a very quick pause, you can kind of see I have my Jaeger all entrenched along the front line, including this stolen from the last battle Soviet light gun, which actually is kind of nice to have this as a free anti-tank or light infantry gun. We have the infantry on the other point also mostly dug in. I have a couple of these infantry in the buildings, but just because I just had nowhere else to put them. We have the BT-2DA with the 2 twin machine guns in a turret, kind of put down, sort of hull down. Now it's very open obviously to this side, but from this side, yeah, it's going to be a lot harder to knock out because you can only see the, well, you can't really see it now, but you can only see the turret from the side. And then last but not least, we have, of course, our 75mm short barrel over here set up as well. And I'm going to have this PAW in support for now. And I'm really curious actually how this thing is going to work out. I also got this, but this has, this is a sort of supply vehicle variant. And we can actually use it to tow ammo crates around, which is what I did at the beginning. I kind of really want to fire an HE round with this. What's the range on this? Oh, it's a little short range for that. Let's take a look and see what the range is and to what degree this is actually going to be viable against infantry. I'm going to have to get a little closer. I'll get a lot more closer. That's a lot of infantry coming in. Now, I should add that the Ketchin, and I'm not really 100% sure on which variant this is, or if I'm just not understanding it right, as we lob a shell. Okay, a very, very high velocity, actually, for what looks almost like a mortar round in the icon. And a pretty decent amount of split. The guys are just, oh wow, they're just standing here. There's the whole bunch of conscripts that are being sent forward against the unknown. I mean, this would technically happen, I suppose, right? We have this unknown German technology. We don't really know how to respond to it. We're just going to send guys forward in a sort of blob. And then maybe due to the Germans using, ooh, that was kind of close. The Germans using this equipment will actually know how to counter it, hopefully, in the future. Oh! Yeah, that was a direct hit on one of the guys standing right there. But the Ketchin are a little weird. These vehicles are a little weird. So initially they were supposed to be based off of like smaller Tiger II or Panther hulls, if I read correctly. The BMM company was then told, hey, you should take over from the previous developer and you need to take the Hetzer chassis or the Jagdpanzer 38 and make these vehicles out of it instead. So I'm not really sure if this is a Hetzer chassis or if it is actually a Tiger II or a Panther chassis that's just been shrunk down a little. Well, we're going to see it in action against some quote-unquote armor as we are engaged or approached by a Panzer... I don't even think you can call it Panzer, by a T-37 tank, which is now in the water but still on fire. They're just kind of running into my line of fire. I feel kind of bad for the Soviets here. We may just... be absolutely blasting them to kingdom come, at least until they start bringing in some heavier equipment. I am playing this on hard in terms of difficulty mode. I'm starting to think maybe heroic would have been a little more appropriate, but I'm assuming once the Soviets start catching on and sending in some heavier equipment, this definitely will pick up the pace in terms of difficulty. And my goal would be to really only use the new toys in the German arsenal. So there's not a lot. There's definitely a decent amount of them, but we'll have to save up a few points before we can get to the more other unique vehicles. So my goal will be to mostly use only new vehicles and stolen Soviet equipment to hopefully sort of bridge between the units I have now and the units I'm going to be aiming for to get in future videos. So any unit you'll be seeing from my end, maybe besides like resupply, even actually I don't have to have that because we have resupply vehicles here that actually are the new ones. So hopefully we can sort of make this happen where we'll do only new German vehicles in this. But obviously there will be BT-2As and similar units just because, well, why should I not take them? Try to get some of the infantry that's new from the mod specifically, which would have some future weapons as well. So hopefully that makes it a little bit more interesting as well. We do have only a couple of more HE shells left. I kind of want to fire a smoke round and to see what this looks like. Oh, the PAW is blasting. Apparently it's a really good anti-infantry weapon as well. But yeah, let's get this back. Oh, what just happened? What just set me... Oh, do they have a... Do they have... The Pumalet? I have to think about what it was called. If they have... Oh, I think No. Is that... do have an Pumalet. Okay, that's actually really bad. We gotta knock that out before it gets, like, to fire any rounds. Oh, it's turning around. Oh, we got it. That would not be fun to deal with. I'm gonna have to get my PAW over here. Mostly because there's a mortar back there, it looks like. Which is the HE tip. Is this the HE tip? Yep. We're gonna have to resupply this thing pretty soon, it looks like. It was like right on the... Oh. We can't really see it right now. The depression on this gun is really bad. So it can, as you can see, actually, this is the max depression it can have down. So we'll have to... I'm just trying to get this other one. Maybe we'll... Okay, they're actually just destroying my dude. So maybe we'll send 2 infantry up forward. And we'll make sure this thing gets its ammo back. And we'll send 2 guys up to go check out this mortar. Oh, let's... Oh, spread them out. Go left, go right. Oh, there's 2 mortars over here even. That's how they're absolutely annihilating my guys. That I just killed like 3 or 4 of my dudes, I think. Okay, there's one. Get the grenade. They're already dismounting to fight me. At least one of them is. Oh, he ran right back into it. We're going to have to throw a grenade. Oh, I don't know if we can get a grenade on this. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. That's 1. That's 2. Okay, get out of there. We got 2 of those mortars destroyed. I knew I couldn't capture them, so this is kind of like a Scorched Earth kind of idea. Like, if we can't have it, then you're not having it either. There's some sort of vehicle? Oh, it's just another T-37. The mortars have been more annoying than the actual vehicle so far. Looks like our gun is attempting to engage. Let's see. Oh, there it is. This should be a kill. Did we get it? I think we may have hit someone right in... There it is. Now it's dead. Perfect. Alright. It's got a little bit of an arc to it, but not an insane amount. But you can arc it just a slight bit. But yeah, the gun depression on this is atrocious. Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, the gun angle on the elevation is atrocious. Oh, not the elevation. The depression is atrocious. I don't know if the elevation is that bad. I can't imagine. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Oh, that's really good. You can use this as like a stand-in artillery unit almost. If it would let you fire like that, it would actually maybe be relatively effective. It does look like we're using a lot of the infantry that we had on the front left. And the issue is I could try to rescue them, but... we kind of want to probably deal with this 45 mil. Oh, crap. I hate when that happens. I think it's like... Oh, it's disappeared now. But that was close. Oh, that wasn't close. We're going to have to hit... Oh, okay. So we did get the gun, but our vehicle got destroyed in the meantime. That's okay. And we'll get some smoke grenades out just to sort of protect... the vehicle as it is being repaired, and then when it is up, we'll hopefully get everyone back in. How's our PAW? Or, oh, they've actually, the little caminet that was over here has been destroyed, but this thing still, that's 47 kills, and that's got to be mostly during this battle. I mean, this is a really cheeky position, because it can see just over the ridge, and this thing has no armor whatsoever. Like, it says 40 millimeters on the hull. I don't even know where that would be. But yeah, 10 to 13 on the turret is obviously atrocious. It's like anti-tank rifle territory easily. Oh, crap. The smoke kind of didn't necessarily work in my favor with that situation. They're running into my... Okay, they just ran into my line. That might have not been the worst thing that's ever happened. But I will have to protect... Okay, this thing is not being repaired, so it's the last one. Get the other crate in there. And then we're probably just going to pull it back. I wonder how good we can angle it over this way. So I'm just testing this as the battle is almost over. Okay, so you do get a really decent angle. So you can use this on the attack. Like, that's a pretty... yeah. Okay, that's actually a pretty decent lob. These guys are covered for real, for sure. And you can lob it 110 meters away. And this is also in another sort of gully. So look at the terrain difference between those. But with that being said, we did take a look at the Endsieg mod. We took a look at some of the new stuff that's going to be coming to the game. We had a quick talk about it, so letting you know about it. One of the most played World War II RTT or real-time tactics games, and honestly, I am only thinking it's going to get bigger and better with releases like the new Soviet skins, more stuff like the British or Commonwealth DLC, and of course the awesome mods made by the community like this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let's see you guys in the next one.